Hi everyone, hope you're well. Hope everything's good with you, and welcome to our spinning class today. Jump onto your bikes, nice and steady. We will just get warmed up and away we go, nice and easy. So, how has your week been? Hopefully it's been good. Hopefully you've enjoyed what is a little bit of an overcast week. We've had all sorts of weather. We've had lots of rain, we've had storms, wind, it's been grey, and it's a bit similar today, really. But hopefully it's not too bad for you. And at least we're indoors. Nice little spin session. Just blow the cobwebs away before the weekend kicks in. Or you might be doing this on playback, and it could be any time of the day, for all I know. Okay, we're just warming up. Spin those legs. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Nothing too hard at the moment. Today's session, yeah, it's quite nice. Quite a nice set. Nothing too difficult, but it should certainly work you a little bit. And obviously, the more resistance you put in and the higher the gears you put in, then the more tricky it will be. But you can modify it to whatever level you like, so you can get the full benefit of the workout, which is actually what it's all about. So just spinning those legs, get the blood flowing, get yourself ready for what would be a 30-minute blast. Okay, nice and easy. We've only got 2 more weeks of our training plans, and then we'll have a little bit of a summer break. Actually, it will be 3 weeks because we have got a staff development week as well. So we will still put live programs on for you during that week. But then we will have a few weeks recovery and refreshment. And then we will come back at the back end of August and ready to go again with some new revised sessions and various plans for our live streaming. Myself, Mark and James will be working on those over the summer. And so it'll be quite exciting to see what we come back with. And who knows, with the situation changing constantly, I might be in a different venue delivering live to you. But we will continue delivering live sessions because it's important that those who aren't able to access the wider community facilities are able to tap into what we do. Okay, just coming up onto your feet. Just stretch out your glutes and your back. Spin those legs over. That's great. And we'll start the main body of the session in the next minute or so. I'll talk you through what we're going to do. Just have your hands a little bit further forward, or either onto your drops, just so you're stretching your glutes out, stretching out the back of the legs a little bit more, and just firing them up ready. So in the first 5 minutes that we're going to do of the block, we'll be doing 20 seconds at 60 RPM. So you can turn the resistance up a little bit and make it a little bit harder. And then we're going to do 10-second pulses where we will go about 80 RPM just for 10 seconds. Then we drop back to 60 for 20 seconds, then back 10 seconds, back up at 80 RPM. So you can probably afford to drop back down onto your seat, make the resistance a little bit higher. So do turn that up just a bit. So it's a bit trickier. And in about 20 seconds time, we will start that. Okay, so you're going to go about 60 RPM, which is what I'm doing now. So it's one full revolution of a pedal cycle every second. And then for 10 seconds, we're just going to take that up to about 80 RPM. So I'll go a little bit quicker and increase that heart rate. But if you're finding it too easy, please put on the resistance. Okay, away we go at 60 RPM. So there should be a bite there. You should be able to feel that, but it shouldn't be to the point where it's destroying you. So in 5 seconds time, we just do this 10-second burst where we go. So take it up to 80. Just push it up to 80 RPM. Just for 10 seconds. And then we drop back down to 60. Okay, make sure that resistance is hard enough that you can still feel that you're having to work. It shouldn't just be a free wheel, this. It shouldn't be a free spin. Okay, so we're just going to do those 10-second pulses. And the next pulse comes along in 2, 1. Away we go. So take that up again. And drop it back down. So we shouldn't be working anaerobically. We should be able to hold a conversation. We should be able to breathe. So we're not working without oxygen. So it's not like when we're doing those super sprints, which we might do later. And pulse, where you go, take it up again. And back down. Nice and easy again. So we're keeping a constant flow. So we're moving reasonably quickly all the time. We're flowing along. It's sort of one of those where it's pretty relentless. If you're able to, you might tuck yourself into a more comfortable position, a more aerodynamic position, and go into a pulse again. And then back down to that 60. So back down to that sort of steady pace that you'll be able to push out for, well, however fit you are, however long you want to go. You might be going for an hour, you might do 2, you might be doing 3. But you should be able to keep this pace going relatively easily. And the next pulse, in it comes. Push it up again. Like I say, this bit is all about working aerobically. And back down to that 60. So we should have noticed our breathing might be coming a little bit quicker now. But again, we shouldn't be huffing and puffing so much that we can't hold a conversation. If that's the case, we're probably working a bit too hard. And pulse. And back in. Settle yourself back in there. You should be feeling yourself getting a little bit warmer as well now. Now let's pulse again. Take it up. And back down. So you can tell by my breath, I'm not getting out of breath at all, but I'm working, but working with oxygen, so working aerobically. And go again. And back down. We're in our last minute of this. And take it up again. So there should be a change of speed, but it shouldn't be to the point of destruction in any way, shape or form. And easy. And the final pulse, away you go. Just push it up. Good. And recover. Nice. Should be able to hold that together for a long period of time. That shouldn't be taking you over the edge by any means. Now the next bit might. So we're going to do 3 sort of small blocks all rolled into one. So we're going to do 20 seconds when we're on our feet, working at 80 RPM. We drop down and seat for 10 seconds. We stay at the same cadence and the same power output. And we get back onto our feet after 10 seconds. And we repeat that. Then we go into the next minute block, which is 10 seconds at 120 RPM, 10 seconds at 60 RPM. We then do a minute where we turn the resistance right up and we'll stand and we'll grind our way through for a minute. We then go back to the 20 seconds up and down where we're working on a resistance that's relatively low. Okay, so 20 seconds, up we go. Working at 80 RPM, pushing it through. So many things in this, I'm bound to get confused at some point. And 10 seconds down, keeping that same cadence, don't change it. And back up onto your feet. And sit down for 10. Okay, then we're going to go straight into the 120 RPMs and 60 RPMs. We're doing that all seated. So 120, let's go. So take it right up. 10 seconds. And back down to 60. Only for 10 seconds. Then we go again. 2, 1, go. So take that cadence right up. And recover again. And away you go. 120. And recover. Okay, I'm just going to tighten my shoes a little bit. You keep going. And then we're going to go. Turn your resistance up and onto your feet. You're going to grind. Where you go. So that resistance should be relatively high now. I'm going to put it a little bit higher. I'm just tempting fate there. Come on. Push it out. You're doing 1 minute. Standing up, grinding your way through. Going to go a bit more. See if you can go a bit more. Probably going to turn over at about 60 RPM at the most if you're really pushing this through. Ten more seconds. And take that resistance away, stay on your feet. You're going at 80 RPM again. And drop down for 10. Keep that same cadence going. Back up onto your feet, 20 seconds. Well done. Working well. Down for 10. Keep that same cadence going. And then we're going to go into these sprints. 2, 1, away you go. 120 RPM. And recover. Breathe in. And get ready. Where you go? 120. Try and take it right up. And easy. Big change in speed there should be. Where you go? And easy. And get ready to turn up the resistance. 2, 1, away you go. Turn it up onto your feet and grind. 1 minute. This bit's hard. Thirty seconds down. If you're finding this too easy, put up some more resistance, make it harder. It should be a tough old grind up a hill, this. And get ready. Take that resistance away. Back to 80 RPM. Pushing it out. Down for 10. Keeping it 80. Up you go again. That's great. Back down. And get ready for these sprints. And in 5, 2, 1, away you go. And recover. Go. Recover. Should be getting nice and warm now. And one more. Let's go. Come on. And recover. And get ready for that standing grind. Turn up that resistance. 2, 1, away you go. Push it out now. Oof. That should be hurting a little bit now. Thirty seconds to go. Come on. You can drop the resistance in 5. And away you go. Take that resistance off. Back to 80 RPM. And down for 10. And up we go again. You can hear from my breathing, I've certainly gone into threshold, so I'm producing lactic acid because I'm working at that level. Same for yourselves. Should be hard to hold the conversation now. Down you go. And get ready to go into the sprints. 2, 1, where you go. And recover. Get ready. Go. Recover. Keep with it. You're doing really well. Go. And recover. Get ready for the grind. Turn that resistance up onto your feet. Let's go for another minute. We've nearly done 4th set. We've got 1 full set to go. Halfway there on this one. Keep pushing it out. And take that resistance away. Get at 80 RPM. And down. Keep that same speed. Keep that cadence going. It's a bit of a battle now. The last 3 minutes of this set. Up you go. And down. And get ready for the sprints. 2, 1, where you go. Recover. Should be getting harder and harder this now. 2, 1, go. Recover. One more of these. Let's go. And recover. Get ready for that standing grind. And turn it up. Let's go. We've got a minute. Push this out. It should be uncomfortable now. Keep it going. You got a minute to go. No, you haven't. You've got 30 seconds. That terrified you, but go on. 30 seconds to go. Nearly there. And down and recover. Take the resistance away a little bit. Keep those legs spinning. Okay, we're going to go back to 60 RPM for 20 seconds. 10 seconds at 80 RPM. So what we're going to try and do is bring our heart rate back down into working aerobically. We're going to try and do it quite quickly. So in 5 seconds, 2, 1, working at 60. So nice and controlled. Same sort of speed as myself. Pushing it on, and then we've got that 10-second pulse that we push in. But we're hoping to bring our heart rate down a little bit now and bring our breathing back in. Okay, take it up to 80 RPM. Just about 10 seconds. And then back we go to 60. So in terms of being able to hold a conversation, we should be getting back to that point where we can actually talk without gasping for oxygen. And pulse. So take it up. Make sure you do change that speed just for that 10-second period. And back down to 60. So again, should be cruising at 60. And pulse. So take it up. And back down. So hopefully by now you've brought yourself back down to a steady riding pace where you're able to hold this for a long period of time. And pulse. And back down. Well, let's go again. And drop it again. Nice and steady. And take the pulse, go. And nice and steady. And by this point, hopefully, apart from the sweat dripping off you, you wouldn't have actually noticed the big build and hard phase that we've put in. Everything should be back down to relatively normal aerobic workout. Take the pulse, push it up. And easy. And we've got one more little pulse to do, and then we've done. And away you go. Just take it up. And recover. Take that resistance away. Let your legs just spin round. Take some deep breaths. Drop your cadence round to sort of 40. Nice and easy. Just bringing the session to an end. Unless, of course, you're going onto one of our playlists and doing another spin class, which you're more than welcome to do. And dismount your bike safely. And we just stretch our quads out, so the front of our legs. All we're going to do is hold the ankle, keep the knee against knee. You can lean on your bike if you want to. You're stretching out the front of that leg. And change leg. So same again, you might want to hold onto your bike. Stretching out the front of that leg. Pushing the hip forwards. And just stretch out the back of the leg. So we're going to lean on the bent leg at the back, straight legs out in front with its toe raised, and lean down for it. Feel the stretch down the back of the leg. Change leg. And just stretching out your calf. So we just put our leg just nice and straight, just leaning in. Keep the foot flat on the ground. We should feel a stretch down around the ankle and calf area. People often send in messages wondering why we go through all these stretches and explain them each time. Well, some people will just join us for this one session and won't have done all the sessions before. So we just need to make sure that they're aware of everything. Change leg. And so they're nice and safe as well. Because people obviously can tap into these sessions at any point. And up you come. Thank you very much for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you at spinning next week. Obviously, Monday, we're fire away again. We're doing our yoga and stretching session. So do join us for that, 12:35. Take care. Have a nice weekend.